And we're back. And this is the final segment of the show. And I have a friend and a brother in the building. He was one of us. He still is spiritually, but right now, he's one of us on another level. He's the current senior special assistant to the governor of Lagos State for Diaspora and Foreign Relations, Mr. Jermaine Sanwoolu. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
Good
How
to
you
have
doing?
you here in a different capacity.
Well, we thank God for that.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
congrats on your new designation.
Thank you very much.
We didn't see that coming, but
No,
it
well.
came and we were quite glad with the office
Yes.
and also with the selection because
Thank you
we've
very
always felt that we can be taken a bit more seriously.
Mm.
So, how's it been in your? How many days have you been in now? Because everything is counted in days in Nigeria.
Days now, exactly. A couple of days, but we've tried to hit the ground running.
Okay.
You know, putting systems and infrastructure in place to have a successive tenure in this office, and it's going to be fantastic. As you said, we are the diaspora. We are from, this beautiful country, and we've worked in different capacities in the Nigerian diaspora around Europe and actually around the world. So I'm glad, grateful to the diasporans for giving me the opportunity to serve them, and also to Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Lagos State, for giving me the opportunity to also serve.
Indeed, awesome. In this role, is the first, to my knowledge, is the first role ever, a specifically designed role for the diaspora.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the first ever for a state government, and also a diasporan has been picked. So, being the first, I'm thinking, what exactly, specifically, would your duties entail?
Well, you're absolutely right. It's the first the first time that this kind of office has been created, and that shows the foresight and the visionary leadership of Governor Sanwo-Olu, that he saw a need, he saw the opportunities and also the potentials in the diaspora, and say, how can we harness that potential for the development of a greater Lagos? And that's why he created this office, and I'm just so privileged to be able to be leading it at this point in time. We have a lot of plans. I've been here, I've seen our outcry, we've seen the hopes.
You know where the shoe, you know where the stone is in our feet.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we were going back home and saying, you know what, let's put structures and systems in place to ensure that it can be inclusion. Governor Sanwo-Olu in his campaign ran a campaign that said, you know what, inclusivity is key for productivity. You know, like division of labor. If everyone does their own part, you bring everybody along, what will ultimately happen? There shall be progress, there shall be productivity, there shall be success as a whole. I want to see Lagos prosper even more than it is doing right now. And we believe that bringing people from all around the world, Lagosians, people who love Lagos, people who have lived in Lagos, people who are passionate about that city of aquatic splendor, that center of excellence, you know, coming back home and seeing that it develops. It becomes the big apple of Africa. It becomes the center, the heartbeat of commerce, of industry, of creativity in Africa, and actually the world as we hope and we envision. So it's strategic, it is necessary, and it is timely, because now the diasporans are contributing in the past few years close to $22-25 billion to the Nigerian economy.
And that's just for remittances. It's a whole
Just
lot more
remittances.
than that.
And that's the one that we actually recorded. Imagine
double or triple.
Double or triple that. So now is the time for diasporans to see that, you know what, Governor Sanwo-Olu is serious about them, and he's put someone who is passionate about the issue and about the matter, and we're going to see them come on board and do a lot of great things in the state.
The Nigerian diaspora in the UK is estimated at anything between 500,000 to 2 million. We've heard all kinds of figures.
Yes.
And practically a large percentage of that number have to pass through Lagos. If not stay in Lagos, have to pass through Lagos. So in the very, very immediate right now, what would you say would be the first thing you'd like to jump on? Would it be perhaps specialist UK expats in different sectors of the Lagos economy? What would be the first thing you'd be looking at right in the very immediate?
Oh, that's a very good question, because we've thought about it and we've provided a solution. We're going to be building a network of Nigerians, Lagosians in the diaspora. When I mean Lagosian, I don't just mean people who were born and bred in Lagos, but I mean people who, have a Lagos experience in their life, and people who live in Lagos who say, they identify with Lagos. We're going to create a network of Lagosians in New York, in London, in Seoul,
Europe,
across Europe, across Asia, across the world, who identify with our state and who identify in its growth and its development. And we're going to be looking at them from 3 or even 4 different segments. First of all, the individuals who just want to support, who want to volunteer. We'll bring them into the network. Professionals, doctors, engineers, pilots, people who have transferable skills. So there will be a knowledge transfer from Europe to Nigeria, to Lagos. We accommodate those desires. Businesses, people who want to invest, people who want to develop their own business and also develop the state are going to be coming, with our 3 focal points. First, to ensure that there is information provided to this group of people who want to come to Lagos. We'll give them information, advice, and guidance as we do here at IAG. Secondly, we ensure that there is inclusivity. They're included, and also they can actually easily transit to Nigeria. Because some people will be like, okay, they want to come back to Lagos, but how am I going to do what I want to do? Where am I going to get that information? So we're going to show that they are included very, very easily. And lastly, about their investment structure. If you want to invest in Lagos, is it real estate? Is it the aquaculture that is springing up in Lagos? Is it entertainment? How do we ensure that the Lagos state government is seen to be welcoming and be open to such investments? And it is actually, but we are just propagating that message that we are ready. Welcome to Lagos, come to Lagos, experience the beauty of Lagos, and experience the opportunities for you as an individual, as a professional, or as a business.
Indeed. Okay. Now, talking entertainment, which is my thing, Lagos is described as the 5th largest economy. Just Lagos on its own, the 5th largest economy in Africa. December, a whole lot of that economy in entertainment. December from the 1st to the 31st in Lagos is a carnival.
Yes.
And for those who in the diaspora, particularly in the UK and in the States, a whole heap of numbers come in. Now, entertainment has become a focal point. My previous guest, where we saw him talking about Afrima, entertainment has become a focal point, and the arts. So what role will this administration be playing in the arts via the diaspora, looking at using December, just December, when the whole chunk of the diasporans coming with their money and with their fervor into Lagos State? What should we be looking for that's going to be different?
Fantastic. Fortunately, during the transition from Governor Ambode to Governor Sanwoolu, I will happen to be in Entertainment, Tourism and Sports subcommittee, and I saw in the brilliance of the fathers of Lagos and also the past and even coming in the present governor to create a tourism master plan for Lagos. And that tourism contains elements of entertainment, of sports, how we can be able to harness all what is going on in Lagos, for productivity and to also showcase what we have to the rest of the world. Now, December, as you said, is a very, very important time. People coming to Lagos. I can tell you there's going to be something created, specifically for diasporas under my office, and under the leadership of Governor Sanwoolu, that, they can come and have fun together. We're going to take them a tour around Lagos, some sights and sounds of Lagos, places they can see, places they can experience, the hidden gems of Lagos, some places in the Saleko that I've never heard of, some places in the Badagry, in the Korodu, in the beautiful Victoria Island and Ikoyi area. What about Sulere? Those beautiful places, the native culture of Lagos, are going to ensure that they have that tour on buses, on various kind of minutes, even the Keke Mawa, to experience all that in Lagos.
I took that last time.
Yeah, you took that. How did you find it?
Story for another day. Very,
very
well put.
So you see, they're going to have all that experience when they come to Lagos, and definitely with the network we're creating, there will be like a dinner whereby they can dine, they can interact. We will talk about business, talk about professional efforts. They could also come in that time and mix business and pleasure, and also even voluntary. You understand? They want to come in that period and say, okay, let's give out to charity, motherless babies' homes. We're going to have a database of places and people that you can donate to. So we have partners with people in Lagos. We have partners internationally, and we're going to be the gap, bridging the gap. And that's what the Office of Diaspora and Foreign Relations is going to be doing. Bridging the gap for investment, bridging the gap for information, bridging the gap for inclusivity to show that everyone can work towards the productivity of Lagos.
Awesome. And lastly, talking about, we're talking about remittances, not just long ago. And there's this unique project going on in Rwanda. It's called the Diaspora Investment Trust Fund, where Rwandese diasporans are encouraged to put some money into specific funds, and these funds are used, for specific projects across the country. And Lagosians, Lagosian diasporans kind of like span all around the world. Is this something you'd perhaps consider, a trust fund or a development fund of some sort, specifically for your office, for diasporans, where they can kind of like put X amount aside for key projects in and across, all the local governments of Lagos State?
Well, for the record,
yes,
we have that in mind,
and
we are going to be doing such things. Governor Sanwoolu is a brilliant civil servant. He's been a brilliant civil servant in the banking sector. He's worked at, and he's been a treasurer, so sort of top banking institution. So money is on his mind, and how to effectively and efficiently utilize those funds for the benefit of the state and for the Lagosians as a whole. So I can tell you where something is cooking up in the kitty, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be sweet. We're going to let you know. But it's in a line on what you're talking about. That's on the federal level, but on the Lagos State level, it's definitely something we're looking into and looking at other modalities. Because, that funds could be used for real estate development. It could be used for construction. It could be used for various things, and we are thinking about doing that, localizing it, ensuring that it's a success, and ensuring that, diasporans are better for it, and Lagosians to enjoy that experience of the investments and the knowledge.
And lastly, but not the least, now is no longer an interview. Sanwoolu, Jermaine is back to London now, one of us right now. So a lot of people are probably watching right now and thinking, that's my guy. What would you like to say to them right now?
Well,
I'm not here.
Well, I like to say, Jermaine is still your guy. We thank God for the opportunity he's given us to serve from Kanuk, you understand, and being the PRO, to working in Nido Europe, as a member of the Central Executive Committee, and also one of the board of trustees member, the social and welfare officer. We've always been in the social scene in Lagos, from diaspora lifestyle. I'm still your guy, and just by the grace of God and the opportunity presented towards me right now, I'm carrying your message, your heartbeat back to Lagos. And I'm telling you, what? You are now welcome to Lagos. There are opportunities, there are businesses, there are people waiting to receive you. I am waiting to receive you. You can follow the office at Lagos Diaspora, and we have a hotline for diasporans right now that you could call at any time of the day, and we'll give you information. That's just 08...
Not his number.
Not my number, but you could get mine too. 08111 540,000. That's 08111 540,000. It's an easy number, and that's just the diaspora helpline that you can call us at any time, and we can be able to communicate with you and be able to provide that information you need to have a good transition even into Lagos. If you want to stay in London and enjoy the London lifestyle, please do. But if you want to just have a taste of London, best of both worlds, come down to Lagos. You're welcome. I'm here for you. Social media, you could reach me at Jermaine Sanwoolu anytime. Let's interact. Let's ensure that Lagos, Ibileko, let's ensure that it comes up. They said that Igbega Ibileko Ajumosheni. Interpreted, it means, the lifting up of our beautiful state called Lagos is a collective effort. And Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu is saying it's going to be a government of inclusion. And he welcomes you, and I also welcome you to the beautiful city of Lagos.
Jermaine, that's it.
Thank you very much.
And it's good to have you on this side of the show, coming back to, it's the homecoming for you, more or less.
Yes, it is, and I feel very, very welcome. Thank you for your support while I was here.
Always
and
a pleasure.
Now
always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
And there you go. Now I'm going to take off this mic and go and have a drink with my brother. The program has been For the Record, and see you same time next week. Stay tuned.